Right then, settle down, pull up a chair, and try not to clutter about a bit. The following is a video you may not have asked for.
All right then, you. Yes, you, enthusiastically sweating through your brand new Singer vest. Come here, closer. I want to talk to you about Thailand. Not the bit you see in the brochures, the temples, the tuk-tuks, the tantalizing smell of street food that could be either the best thing you have ever tasted or a one-way ticket to a rather intimate relationship with your bathroom. No, no. I want to talk about the other Thailand, the invisible one. The one made not of brick and mortar, but of subtle glances, gentle gestures, and a million unspoken rules that most foreigners blunder through like a ball in a very delicate, very polite china shop. I've seen it 1,000 times. Well-meaning chaps full of sun cream and good intentions, committing social blunders so cringe-worthy it makes my tea go cold. Besides, the Thais, they are far too polite to tell you. They would just smile that slightly strained smile, the one that does not quite reach their eyes, and think, another one. Well, consider me your interpreter, your grumpy, slightly sarcastic guide to the shadows between the words. Let us talk about the art of not causing accidental silent offence. It all starts and ends with the concept of kunjai. Now, try to get your tongue around that. Kunjai. It does not have a direct translation, which is terribly inconvenient. It is the essence of being considerate, of avoiding imposition, of not wanting to cause another person the slightest hassle or loss of face. It is the grease which keeps the entire social machine running smoothly. Furthermore, you, my friend, are probably a great big spanner thrown right into the middle of it. Take the simple act of paying for a meal. A foreigner asks for separate bills. We will split it. Karen had the extra spring rolls. I just had the pad thai. A cacophony of calculation and perceived fairness. A Thai person feels kunjai about this, the fuss, the hassle for the waiter, the public discussion of money. The proper kunjai way is a silent, subtle dance. One person will quietly get up, go to the counter and settle the entire bill. No song, no dance. The others will note this and they will simply get the next one. It is an unspoken cycle of generosity. No maths required. See? Civilized. Then there is the wa, that beautiful, graceful gesture of pressed palms. Most tourists either overdo it as if they are auditioning for a remake of The King and I, or they ignore it completely. The rules are simpler than you think. The height of the hands indicates the level of respect. Chest level for peers, face level for elders or superiors, forehead level for monks and royalty. Moreover, crucially, the junior person offers the wa first, and the senior person returns it. Now, here is where you will see the winces. A tourist will enthusiastically wire a bartender or a hotel cleaner. The poor cleaner now has to return the wa, which is a socially awkward moment. They are providing you a service, not meeting you as an equal. You have put them in a tricky spot. The best rule of thumb: do not offer the wa first to someone in a service role. A simple polite nod and a smile is perfect. They will appreciate your kunjai more than your enthusiastic, misplaced reverence. On top of that, for heaven's sake, mind your head and your feet. This is not some mystical hocus pocus, it is practical symbolism. The head is the highest, most sacred part of the body. The feet are the lowest, the dirtiest. You never ever touch someone's head, not even a cute child's noggin, without permission. It is the ultimate intrusion. Besides, your feet, point them at someone or something sacred like a Buddha image, and you might as well just have shouted obscenity in the middle of the sermon. When sitting on the floor, tuck them away neatly. Do not prop them up on another chair. It is not a barn dance, which brings me to the temples. I saw a young woman once, bless her, wearing a rather lovely scarf wrapped around her waist over her jeans, hot pants. She thought she had covered up. She had not. The scarf was sheer. You could see the blinking pocket rivets on her jeans. The monks were too polite to say anything, but the looks of pained horror from the Thai devotees said it all. Cover your shoulders, cover your knees. Properly. Not with something you bought from a store outside that becomes transparent the moment the sun hits it. It is not about your personal freedom. It is about respect. Show some. You think all of this is about being quiet and timid? Think again. Come with me to a local whiskey bar off the tourist trail. Here the rules flip, but they are still there. It is loud, it is raucous, there is karaoke, there is ice buckets, and there is laughter. Nevertheless, watch. See how they pour the whiskey. You never pour your own. It is a communal ritual. Your job is to keep your neighbour's glass full, and theirs is to keep yours full. It is a liquid manifestation of connection. In addition, the toast. Glasses are clinked, but watch the hierarchy. The junior person will always lower their glasses so the rims tap below the rim of the senior person's glass. It is a tiny, almost imperceptible gesture of respect amidst the chaos. The unspoken rules are always there, even in the merry bedlam. The biggest takeaway: it is all about the smile. However, not just any smile. Thais have a whole taxonomy of smiles. There is a genuine smile of joy. Nevertheless, there is also the smile for when you are embarrassed or have made a mistake. The smile for when you are angry but must remain polite. The sad smile. They are a mask of harmony, a tool to avoid conflict and maintain that all-important social cohesion. Therefore, when a Thai person smiles after you have just asked a profoundly stupid question or committed a minor faux pas, do not assume everything is fine. It might be their way of gracefully navigating your awkwardness. So, how does this tale end? Well, it does not. This is not a test you can pass. It is a dance you learn. You will misstep. I still do after all these years. The key is to approach with humility, with observation, and with a healthy dose of kunjai. Watch more than you talk. Listen more than you speak. Be the person who quietly gets the bill, who sits with their feet tucked away, who offers a respectful nod instead of an overly familiar wah. Be the foreigner who notices, the one who sees the slight, relieved smile of the waiter when you do not make a scene, or the approving glance from an old shopkeeper when you handle your money with two hands. That is the real Thailand. It is not in the guidebook, it is in the space between the words. Moreover, it is waiting for you to discover it. Now, if you will excuse me, all this talking has made me thirsty. I am off to find a quiet spot where I can observe people breaking all the rules. It is my favourite sport. Right now, I've done all the talking. It is your turn. I want to hear your most cringe-worthy cultural blunder in the comments below. Do not be shy. We all have one. Finally, if you found this even remotely useful, do that subscribe and hit the like button malarkey, as it helps my channel no end. So YouTube keeps telling me. Bye bye.